Okay, so I don't post on here often, but I need someone to tell me I'm not crazy. This happened over the last 3 weeks and I've barely slept since. I live in an apartment complex, Unit 4B. Normal building, nothing weird. Unit 4C, right next to me, has been empty since I moved in 8 months ago. Landlord said the previous tenant left suddenly and it hadn't been re-rented since. 3 weeks ago, I started hearing footsteps on the other side of that wall. Every night. Same time. 3:17 a.m. Not walking around. Just pacing. Back and forth. Slow. I told myself it was pipes settling. Old building noises. Whatever. Then one night, I heard something new. Someone knocked. 3 times. From inside the empty apartment. On the wall that connects to mine. By the end of this story, I'm going to tell you what it said to me last night. And why I don't think it needs the wall anymore. So after the knocking, I did what anyone would do. I texted the landlord the next morning, casual, like, hey, has anyone moved into 4C? Heard some noise last night, lol. He said no. Still vacant. Hadn't been shown to anyone in months. Said the utilities weren't even connected. I let it go for a few days. Told myself it was probably a maintenance guy doing something late, or a homeless person who found a way in through a window. But the footsteps kept happening. Every night. 3:17 a.m. Always that exact time. I started setting an alarm just to test it, and yeah. 3:17, every single time, down to the minute, like something was clocking in. Then one night I heard something that made my blood go cold. It wasn't footsteps. It was breathing. Right up against the wall. Slow, deliberate, like whatever was in there wanted me to hear it. Like it was waiting to see if I'd notice. I put my hand on the wall without thinking. And for a second I swear to God I felt it get warm. Like something was pressed against the other side, right where my hand was. I know what you're thinking. Move. Call someone. Don't engage. I did none of that. Because at like 4 a.m., curiosity beats common sense, and I made the worst decision of my life. I knocked back. 3 times. Same as it did. Silence for maybe 10 seconds. Then it knocked back. 3 times. Immediately after mine. Then again. But this time, 4 knocks. So I don't know why I knocked 4 times back. It responded with 5. We did this back and forth, higher and higher, like some sick game, until I was knocking like 15 times in a row and stopped because my hand was shaking too hard to continue. And when I stopped, so did it. But right before I pulled my hand away from the wall, I heard a voice. Not through the wall, like it was right next to my ear, in my own room. It said my name. My full name. Middle name included. Something I've never told anyone in this building. Moved to my sister's place that same night. Left most of my stuff behind. Told my landlord I had a family emergency. For 2 days I felt fine. Safe. Then on the 3rd night, I woke up at exactly 3:17 a.m. Not because of noise. Because I felt like someone was standing at the foot of the bed. My sister's apartment. Not mine. A place that things shouldn't even know exists. I didn't open my eyes. I don't know why. Instinct, I guess. I just laid there, frozen, counting my own heartbeat until it passed. In the morning, there was a message on my phone. No caller ID. No number at all, just blank. One text, you knocked first. I deleted it immediately. I don't know why that felt like the important part to hide, but it did. 4 days went by with nothing. I actually started to relax. Told myself maybe it couldn't follow me. Maybe it was tied to the wall, to that apartment, and once I left, it stayed behind. I was wrong. On the 5th night, my sister knocked on my door to tell me dinner was ready. 3 knocks. Completely normal. She does it every night. I froze the second I heard it. Something about the rhythm was wrong. Too even. Too deliberate. I opened the door. She was standing there, phone in hand, looking confused, saying she'd only knocked once. I didn't sleep that night. 2 nights later, she told me she heard 3 knocks on her bedroom wall. She lives on the 2nd floor. There is no apartment on the other side of that wall. It's just outside air and a parking lot. She said it happened at 3:17 a.m. That's when I understood. It was never really in that wall. The wall was just the first place it learned the pattern. Once I knocked back, it didn't need a location anymore. It just needed the sound. Last night, I was lying in bed, wide awake, when I heard 3 knocks. Not on a wall. Not on a door. On the headboard of my bed. Inches from my head. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, waiting for it to stop. It didn't. It knocked 4 times. And against every instinct I had every single warning sign I'd ignored the first time my hand moved on its own and knocked back. 5 times. The room went completely silent. The kind of silent where you can hear blood in your own ears. Then, right beside me, so close I felt breath against my neck, it whispered.
You always answer, that's why I picked you.
I didn't sleep. I don't think I blinked for an hour. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know if leaving the apartment ever mattered, or if I sealed this the moment I knocked back the very first time. All I know is this: if you ever hear something knock where nothing should be, don't answer it. Not once. Not even out of curiosity. Because I think it's not about the wall, or the apartment, or even the sound. I think it's about whether you respond. And once you do, it knows your knock. And it will find a reason to use it again. If anyone's dealt with something like this, please, I need to know how you made it stop. Because I don't think mine is finished with me yet. And if you don't hear from me again, check the last place you heard 3 knocks. It might already be listening. End.